Roar. Rawr. Here is this really good coconut seltzer. I got it yesterday at A&E, so the Asperger Autism Network. Love it. So, anyway, um, I was going to say one thing about one of the foods I hate and that I have a sensory aversion to, which is a lot of times sandwiches in general. Well, I hate condiments like mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, pickle relish, pickles, and I also hate certain, main ingredients to sandwiches like bologna, like I've said. I do think it's an insult to meat, and I think there might be some childhood memory, subconscious, repressed thing that might have to do with it, because I love steak and ribs. Those are just such, those to me, are, represent meat. Steak, burgers made with fresh ground beef, not McDonald's burgers or Burger King. Real fresh hamburgers, beef stew, pork chops, barbecue ribs, all that. So, however, bologna, one reason I think I might, be so averse to it is I think it might have been, I don't know, now I don't know this, a psychologist might be better determining this, but, it might have been one time when I was real little that, somebody, some adult somewhere had, showed me bologna, and just, I don't even think if I ate it, but just they showed me what it is, and that was one of my introductions to one of the first meat foods, and the fact that I saw this, like, huge really ground up pasty sausage meat, that, even then, it's like, I kind of knew that it wasn't, unprocessed meat. It was hyper-processed meat. So, again, I think something, I don't even think I ever tried condiments, or bologna as a kid, but I just had this innate disgust, that I related to it. And later on as an adult, I tried some of that, and it did taste disgusting. Sometimes I wondered, I haven't even tried it. Maybe I'll like it if I just try it. No. My instinctive gut reaction to, like, yuck, I don't want to eat this, was true. I did not like the taste of it at all. So, I think that might have had something to do with maybe when I was little, the fact that kids are usually, given sandwiches, some kind of sandwiches with meat and condiments, because, parents give them those sandwiches because they're convenient. They think they praise the Earl of Sandwich for creating the dish because it's convenient. It allows you to take, food in convenient form with you everywhere. But that doesn't necessarily mean I think that it's good. Convenient isn't always delicious, in my opinion. So I'm just wondering if as a kid I kind of knew I hated the taste of it, and I actually hate the taste of it for the reasons that, it was something that adults used, to keep order and to keep, everything in line with kids. And me, I even subconsciously, I might have related that to ABA and to keeping my childhood classmates and I in line, so that we don't deviate from normal socially acceptable behaviors. That there's really, I'm not, saying that sandwich meat or condiments are behavioral. They have nothing to do with ABA, but I'm just wondering, I'd have to ask a psychiatrist or a psychologist about this, somebody who knows about, the science of the mind, to determine whether or not there is something subconscious, psychological related to my aversion to meat sandwiches with condiments for kids. But that's just something interesting. So, anyway, I can tell I've always felt, that there's a incredible difference between a tuna salad sandwich or a bologna and cheese sandwich and a steak or a rack of baby back ribs or some venison loin. So, anyway, so, what else? So, yeah, I love this coconut seltzer, and, oh, I noticed this white tank top with black dots looks kind of like faux ermine, but in some ways it looks like fake Dalmatian as well. It looks like a Dalmatian print, which would mean that, I do plan on in the future getting a few more white tank tops with black dots. And that, sort of is like the humane, cruelty-free alternative to what Cruella de Vil wanted. We all know what she wanted. So that's kind of an interesting point. So, well, if it's ermine print, it's a cruelty-free alternative to killing ermines. So, plus that reminds me of this riddle that I have. See if any of you can solve it, and if you can solve this riddle, comment that about solving the riddle in the comment bar. A dragon, an ermine, and a fox walk into a tavern. No longer do they get in, but they run out of there screaming because on the wall there's a picture of St. George. A woman is wearing an ermine stole, and her husband's wearing a red coat. So, anyway, see if you can solve that riddle and post it in the comments. So I'll see you guys later. Rawr!